on Your View and welcome to the show. I am Miriam Longe and with me are the ladies, the beautiful ladies.
Yay!
YK in the building! Because if I had not done that, I know everyone would have come for me like I did not introduce YK properly.
Of course. This is the first time you're hosting with me on the show.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
How does it feel?
How does it feel? I'm still expecting to hear, this is Murayo Afolabi.
I know.
How long will it take you now?
It will take me a long time.
Of course.
I've been hearing it for 12 years.
Yeah, that's true.
How will it, it's
Psychology. I get it.
That's very good. I need to see a psychologist.
For that? For missing her?
To see a psychologist.
But how are you doing, YK? You're looking lovely as usual.
Thank you. I was caught in Lagos traffic today. I didn't think I would make it. I'm glad I've made it. And hello, everybody. My name
Is it the talk back that is doing it? She feels like she's the one hosting. Oh my God.
That was supposed to be a secret.
Exactly, but imagine.
If it was you that said it, they will say my mouth is
I'm learning from you now.
They have learned to. You have learned finish. You have learned finish. Meanwhile, I love your dress.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my design.
I love the cowries here. So pretty.
Thank you so much, man.
Ramatu, looking pretty in blue as well.
And I love her earrings.
Yes.
Thank you. So it rained all through last night, so it was a cold night. And then this morning when I was coming, traffic, but at some point the road was a bit free, so I did James Bond so that I can, get here in time and all. But at least it's reduced a bit. But it's been raining since then around our area, and the rain is quite heavy. But thank God, unlike before, the whole place will have been flooded. But this time around, they walked under our area very well.
Good, lucky
and
you.
there's now a huge gutter where the water just goes in, and
That's better.
but it doesn't stop the fish, because anytime it rains like that,
You see fishes?
in our gutters in our estate.
Fantastic.
You see
tilapia.
You see tilapia. You see
You catch them?
the people that clean the estate, they always come to catch one in front of my house, and I'm like, this one is in my house, so it belongs to me. But
do you catch it?
I just no, but I'll just.
Auntie, we need to buy nets and hooks.
And you style, let me just pose a little bit. I'm like, but man, to be pains me inside, like, submit that fish.
Where are they coming from?
We're behind the Atlantic. That's the beach. We are surrounded by the beach around, so they come in a lot, especially tilapia. Sometimes we get croaker. Yeah, sometimes.
It is your house. I have to.
What's that salad loading now? Give me that fish. I'll do something now.
I'm serious.
So this is what I'm going to do. We'll stop by. We'll get some fish hooks.
Can you imagine?
We are coming to camp at your house. BC, what's up?
I'm okay.
Yesterday you were in a party mood.
Yes.
Yeah, still in the party mood.
Life will life you in different ways. But
just yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday. Party has ended. Okay. Now we are facing serious work. So at house, Body by BC, we're trying to get in people to come and test our skincare products. So if you have skincare issues, skin concerns, there's something you want to deal with, either it's eczema, hyperpigmentation, whatever it is, you can come in and get free products, and we're going to monitor you for a while so that we'll see the results of the product. I mentioned it on my page. I actually wanted people on the island, but I realized that many people on the mainland wanted to jump on it, but as long as you can come to my store, because I need to see your skin, then know what to recommend, and then we'll follow through a process about 6 weeks and see how the skincare works on your skin, and then we can decide. So you're getting the products for free. Send me a DM.
That's very important work to do.
We're coming. Start with us.
Yes.
We're coming. I was dealing with the island people. How this
I was considering transportation for people.
Is the people in the mainland that buy more than the people on the island?
Honestly,
people on the island, they go abroad.
Yeah.
People on the mainland, we have to go to the island.
I was just considering transportation and stress because of the distance, But anybody can just come in.
Let anybody come.
Yeah, let anybody come.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Ladies, I'm doing fine. Yesterday was quite, I had a long day. I didn't get home until about 6, 7 because I was in traffic. It rained heavily. There was flood. I've got videos I'm going to share with you guys later. So cars, in that flood, just coming what's the name? Ikorodu Road. Really bad yesterday, but finally got home safe and sound. But we need to quickly go off on a short break. We'll be right back, and then we'll look at the papers when we get back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. And now we'll look at the front pages of the papers. And we're starting with The Nation. Major headline in The Nation today is Edu, soaring revenue, cut in debt to raise economy's profile. Then we have tax reform laws now in Government Gazette. Abiodun to AFCFTA panel in Algiers. Ogun State is Nigeria's top investment destination. Let's not toil with all sector, Minister cautions union. This has to do with Labour Dangote meeting brokered by the federal government to end face-off, yet to agree. We have EFCC grills Sujimoto, CEO, over 5.7 billion naira contract fraud. We have Koti here, Oshun Council's funds application, September 22. Okpebolo employs 1,000 cleaners, outsourcing of jobs end. And finally, at the bottom strip, we've got UTME cheats face 3-year ban. Police probe body at National Assembly car park. Who's starting?
Yes, so the federal government yesterday reminded National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, that's NUPENG leaders, and Dangote Group management that the oil industry was too vital to the nation's economy to be subjected to industrial unrest or corporate policies that threaten peace and stability. The oil industry is not a sector that we play with. It is very important to the economy of our country and to our people. The government also said that, they had to call a meeting to broker peace, and the parties had to go into a closed-door meeting session yesterday in Abuja. Then Labour and Employment Minister Mohammed Dingyadi and Minister of State for Labour Nkiru Konye-Jocha led the government team to the meeting, which as at 11:30 p.m., the meeting was still ongoing. They said during the proceedings, a Labour official came out to inform reporters that there was no truce yet. He said while NUPENG insisted that workers in Dangote refinery must unionize, Dangote officials said it should be made optional. A delegate to the meeting told the reporter that about 11:15, the parties initially agreed that the workers at the refinery could unionize, but officials of the firm came up with a suggestion that, it should be made optional. So there's also another part of, the meeting that I will be taking in another paper. So for now, there was no truce. We're still waiting to hear the outcome. Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy that they're at the table having a conversation.
Okay, so I have the story of, they said EFCC grills Sujimoto over 5.7 billion contract fraud. They said they have been grilling him for over 7 hours. Let me start with the way the Nation took the story. They said the EFCC grilled the chief officer of Sujimoto Luxury Construction Limited, Sijibomi Ogundele, who alleged diversion of 5.7 belonging to Enugu state government. They said the Enugu state government awarded him 11 billion contract to build schools, but that initially when they awarded the contract, they approved the payment of 30% of the contract, but he went and pleaded that they should give him 50% to enable him complete the project at the appointed time, and so they gave it to him. But somehow that he has not been on the site, and that the government went and saw what he had already done, that what he has done, that he has only been able to execute about 750 million. That's what they have seen in the project, and that he has refused to return to the site. That was the reason why they went to complain to EFCC. And when they complained to EFCC, EFCC invited him, but he refused to come, and that was when they now declared him wanted. And they said on his own he surrendered, and they took him to custody, and it took them 10 hours. They were questioning him and trying to get to know what happened. We're going to continue.
Why, did you have any story?
Yeah, I took that the police are beginning the probe of the death of someone at the National Assembly car park. He was discovered in the car park. He was in he's identified as 55-year-old Gaddafi Iwa, a thief man suspected to be a laborer at the construction site. He was discovered in a red Peugeot. They said the registration on, I won't say that. The body was evacuated to the general hospital. They rejected him. His body was already decomposing. But they have the chief people have later conveyed the body to the Bawu village, border town between Abuja Municipal Area Council and Kuje Area Council. And he has been buried to prevent a health hazard. So I think they're trying to discover what killed him. Yes. How did he die?
I have the Edo governor of Pepolo. They said that the governor has employed 1,000 cleaners as civil servants under his Shine agenda. They said that the governor insisted that funds that were previously spent on contractors could cover direct employment based on the new minimum wage of 75,000. He said that about 2,000 new workers had been recruited across critical sectors such as health, education, and agriculture. And he approved recruitment of graduate doctors, health personnel, agricultural extension officers to close pressing workforce gaps. He also added that Civil Service Commission has reconstituted and is set to clear the backlog of promotions, which will now be merit-based through the Edo Prep system. This is a reform designed to retool officers and ensure competence and excellence are rewarded. Then on welfare, Kwebolo's administration has sustained prompt salary payment on or before the 26th of every month, alongside the payment of a 13th month salary in December of 2024. Pensioners have equally benefited with 300 million naira released monthly for gratuities, 1 billion naira dedicated to clearing arrears dating back to 2012, and over 65 million naira paid in insurance claims to families of deceased workers. That sounds like good news for the people of Edo State. Let's move on to the next paper. We're looking at, before we take the next paper, let's go on a short break. I'll be right back to continue the paper reviews.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Across Nigeria, one digital platform is changing the game for resellers, business owners, and everyday entrepreneurs who need a trusted source for tech products. Introducing the TD Africa.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's now why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station. Where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
You a job for this
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make Yanga?
Found wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
This is not just a round table. This is the Black Table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about the world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women who shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Unafraid.
In my practice, I found that sometimes the woman is saying honey, but you are hearing monkey.
Sports, politics, culture, women, and what it means to be a man in today's world. No scripts, no safe zones, just grown conversations. So pull up a chair if you're built for it. This is the Black Table.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere so Bobo.
You dey joke for this side.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Aww.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
Found wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in
Thank you for staying with us, and let's continue with the paper review. Well, the Punch is the next paper, and the major headline in the Punch is 2027 North rallies voters as South tops pre-registration list. And then we have OPS rejects 5% fuel surcharge, TUC threatens strike. We've got Kaduna violence, El-Rufai ADC leaders shun police invitation. The bottom strip, we've got seized allocations, court hears Oshun's suit against CBN, 2 killed in fresh Lagos cult clashes. World Cup qualifier, can Eagles fly high in Bloemfontein? I hope I got that right. Then Nupeng shuts depots as federal government Dangote talks drag. Compensation now may stall 712 billion naira. Lagos airport revamp. And then we've got finally JAM uncovers over 6,000 AI biometric malpractices. Let me just go with that quickly, please. So there's a special committee that has been set to probe examination infractions during the 2025 tertiary matriculation examination, that's UTME, and has recommended the cancellation of the results of 6,319 candidates involved in technology-assisted malpractices. So the panel was constituted to, the special committee is headed by the founder of the Albino Foundation, Dr. Jake Ekpele, and then he presented his report to JAM Register. And the report is as follows. Let me just go straight to it. It says 4,251 cases of finger blending, 190 cases of AI-assisted image morphing, and 1,878 false declaration of albinism. He identified other forms of cheating to include credential forgery, multiple national identity number, that's our NIN registration, and solicitation schemes. He also said that the cheating that occurred was not limited to candidates alone, but included a syndicate involving some computer-based test centers, schools, parents, tutorial operators, and technical accomplices. So everybody is involved, even adults, even parents are involved.
Can you imagine?
So they're saying that the legal framework for tackling biometric and digital fraud was inadequate, adding that public confidence in examination process was eroding. So the committee is calling for amendments to the JAM Act and Examination Malpractice Act to include biometric and digital fraud. So I think this is timely, maybe a little late even.
Live on TV yesterday. I mean, he also praised the registrar. He said he gave them the carte blanche to do what they needed to do. He didn't pick up their calls. Just come out with your report. And again, I think was it a 500-page report or something?
Wow, that's a lot.
Let me quickly continue on Nupeng. So the Punch reports that petroleum tanker drivers on Monday made real their threats to shun fuel loading due to the crisis between them and Dangote Refinery as a result of the unionization of tanker drivers. Said this was despite an appeal by the federal government that they shelved the plan. Now, they said in some parts of the country, filling stations were also closed by Nupeng members. The Aradel Refinery in Obele, Port Harcourt was shut. The Kwale hydrocarbon facility in Delta State was shut. Nupeng had on Friday declared his intention to stop loading fuel this week over allegations that the Dangote Refinery planned to ban the drivers recruited for his 4,000 trucks from joining the union. And Nupeng President Williams Akboreha on Sunday, that was day before yesterday, confirmed that the federal government had reached out to the union so that they can avert the strike. He, however, insisted that industrial action would still go ahead. And as of yesterday, there was full compliance with the directive that no driver should lift fuel. He said checks by one of the correspondents confirmed that activities at petroleum depots were paralyzed across the country. Nupeng officials visited the depots to enforce compliance. We've been seeing a lot of trucks, hanging around. I hope they would lift this. I hope this meeting will be fast. This one that they met till middle of the night. I hope they come up with something so that we don't... Life is too difficult right now for us to still add fuel lack of availability of fuel to the mix of what is going on. Please, as fast as they can, I beg.
So I have I have the Kaduna violence gist. They said the former Kaduna State Governor, that's Malam Nasir El-Rufai, submitted a petition against the state's Commissioner of Police, Muhammad Rabi'u, over what he described as unprofessional conduct, abuse of office, and serial violations. Earlier on, they said the Kaduna Police had sealed the Kaduna ADC Secretariat and subsequently invited El-Rufai and other ADC leaders for questioning. They said the alleged conspiracy, incitement, mischief, and disturbance of public peace in the state. But El-Rufai did not honor the invitation. Instead, he dragged the police commissioner before the police service commissioner. He said that the commissioner of police and some officers of the Kaduna Police Command had engaged in acts unbecoming of their calling. He said since assuming office in December, and he said they serve interests other than those conferred by law, and he also insisted that such behavior tarnished the image of the force and eroded public confidence in its leadership. But meanwhile, they said the Commissioner for Internal Security, that's Dr. Shehu Shuaibu, accused the ex-governor of stabilizing the hard-won peace that he has been able to achieve, especially in the light of the ADC setbacks in the recent by-elections, and warned anyone who dares to threaten it, be it Nasir El-Rufai or any of his accomplices, will be held accountable.
So I took the story of the 2 killed in the Lagos cult clashes. They said the Ibejuleki area of Lagos was thrown into chaos again as rival groups who are suspected to be cultists had violent clashes. You know, taking the story last week of one at the Masquerade Festival, they said now again that one was attributed to cult violence. Now again, it has happened again. And the Lagos State Police Commissioner, Mr. Jimo Oluhundari, had on Tuesday announced increased security patrol across Lekki, but that a 19-second video came out on that Niger Confra, and they showed one of the victims in a police van lying lifeless. Then another one was killed and his hand was cut off by the cultists, and another one had deep machete wounds on him. So
I always wonder what the essence is. Honestly, why is
I'm even thinking, what are they thinking? Why all this violence? What are they thinking? Why you cut off the hands of a person? Why you what?
I mean, those are the questions, but we need to go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
This is not just the round table. This is the Black Table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about the world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women who shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Unafraid.
In my practice, I found that sometimes the woman is saying honey, but you are hearing monkey.
Sports, politics, culture, women, and what it means to be a man in today's world. No scripts, no safe zones, just grown conversations. So pull up a chair if you're built for it. This is the Black Table.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
Yes, it a job for this.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it locked.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
Compound wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable.
Thank you for staying with us. And today, for our hot topic, we have the story on Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's infamous 6-month suspension by the Senate, which began on March 6, 2025, and officially concludes. She's slated to return to the National Assembly when plenary resumes September 23, 2025. There are palpable fears that her re-entry may not be seamless. Her refusal to apologize to the Senate during the course of the suspension has fueled speculation that she might face renewed pushback. Will she weather the storm, or will fresh drama brew? Seeing everything that has transpired so far, the core question remains: was her suspension justified or disproportionate? Was it a necessary enforcement of decorum and institutional rules, or a politically motivated sidelining of an outspoken lawmaker? Critics argue her case represents a disturbing pattern of silencing dissent, while proponents insist decorum must be upheld. So we ask, what are your expectations as Natasha resumes September 23rd? Will the chamber witness reconciliation, or will this be the prelude to renewed conflict? Was the Senate's action an overreach or a rightful exercise of authority? Most importantly, does this saga underscore deeper flaws in Nigeria's legislative system, where the weight of political power often overrides democratic principles? We just had breaking news. Here it says on the matter, actually, and we got the papers is saying today that the National Assembly management has formally declined Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's request to resume legislative duties after serving her 6-month suspension over alleged misconduct. The National Assembly insists that no administrative action can be taken until the Court of Appeal finally deliver a verdict on the matter. So, of course, this has put a spin on the conversation we're having today, and we would love for you all to join the conversation, and you can join us on 0201-635-2013 or 0902-416-3440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Ladies, you know, at first, when this topic came up, I just thought, because yesterday I had taken the news, the story in the paper, and her lawyer was speaking. They were quite optimistic that her re-entry will be without any drama. In fact, I think he may have said, you know, not to quote him verbatim, but he was saying something about the Senate president was at the top level. We're quite happy to have her back. Almost as if there isn't going to be any drama. They haven't heard any story that there will be any disagreement. And just for us this morning, you know, while preparing to see how 23rd pans out, we get this message. What are your initial thoughts given this breaking news?
As in from processing one, another one is breaking. Yes. That's exactly it. Because I remember when I saw the topic, and in my head I was saying, how would they receive her? Some factions would be excited about it, others will not. We know that APC has the highest number of people in the Senate. That's the majority. Then her own people would celebrate her with the, because of the protest that happened during the fracas. She had a lot of civil society join her, a lot of women came out and all that. Those ones would be excited to see that she's coming back. The media at this point will be cleaning their ring lights and camera, setting up, okay, let's see how she's going to bounce into the house that day, how they're going to welcome her. And I was still processing what will be the modus operandi going forward when it comes to her. And in my head, I'm like, now they will now want to hold the rules a little more tighter for her. You cannot just stand up without recognition to be able to speak in the house. You must follow the ethics. They will be quoting. I'm sure there will be somebody dedicated to be quoting it for her, so that she does not miss. She does not, what they say in pidgin, she no match line, And how would that play out when it comes to the whole political terrain? Only for us to get this news now that they are not going to be allowing her to come in. So I'm wondering, how long would they leave her leave her out of her workplace where she's going to be representing her constituents?
Exactly.
What's going to happen? Because so far there's been no replacement for her people. There's no representation for her people. So the policies that she should have been making that would help her constituents, her people, and all of that, there's a lacuna there. There's no space there. So are they going to keep her and then suffer the majority of the people or the constituents because of what has happened? Is there any, what's it called? Is there any plan to ensure that those people do not suffer for more than 6 months suspension that they've given to her? Aside from, so this is not just be about Natasha herself, it's about the people that she is representing. This one, they are saying she's not going to be coming into the house till the court gives a form of verdict. How long is it going to take the courts to give that verdict before she comes back to do her duties?
Honestly, so you've said a lot of things that, you've said a lot from me. Exactly, they've stayed out of making policies for a very long time. That's her constituents, and she's supposed to be there. And you now predicting that there's going to be an issue when she has not even resumed yet. It's alarming to me. And she has served the punishment. You said 6 months suspension. She has done her 6 months suspension, despite the fact that she tried to make sure that it's not up to 6 months. She fought and all of, but she still spent the 6 months out of office. Now it's time for her to resume, and there's another, you've blocked it now. So, but all I'm going to say is that in that 6 months, I am very sure that everybody has learned, both parties have learned. The Senate, they must have learned 1 or 2 lessons, and they will have adjusted. She too should have learned 1 or 2 lessons and should have adjusted. And she may come renewed, we don't know. But let her resume. Since her lawyer said something, Miriam read the story yesterday, her lawyer has said that, okay, that she's going to come, she has prepared to come, and the good thing for them to do is to allow her come in and let them see what she has or what she has learned, and let them see the new her. If she has learned from her lessons and everything, we need to move forward. We need to move forward, yes.
Your initial thoughts, please. Take it easy.
People keep
complaining about us not obeying the rule of law in this country, and this is one of those cases where they are not obeying the rule of law. They gave her 6 months suspension. She appealed. They
bounced it.
They rejected it. They now appealed that rejection. Okay, their excuse now is that appeal.
They're waiting for the verdict.
But inside that appeal, the 6 months
has elapsed.
So what's the normal thing to do? Is, well, everybody, let's cut our losses and move on. But it is this now, to me, it's like a vindictiveness. They're trying to show her, you think you have power? We will show you that. Yeah, so it's where, and I hate to put it like this because I'm not really a gender biased person.
Okay.
It's as if the men are trying to say, you this woman that you think you can, we all women.
You can mess us up outside, come back in.
Disgracing us about
but YK, they have said that it's not really about her. It's about the rules of the Senate. They said she misbehaved. She was also asked to apologize. We're still waiting for that. We had discussed that, her lack of apology. And, you know, sometimes if a rule is not enforced, there will be chaos. So the Senate, as a body, is trying to make sure that there are rules in this place, there are proper rules of engagement in this place. And if you don't follow, if we let you go, especially because they may say, oh, she's a woman, we're afraid, let it not seem like we're being gender biased. Tomorrow, 100, different people will get up and misbehave
Miriam,
as well.
First of all, there are no 100 women in the Senate.
Well, just 4.
I'm just saying in the future.
Now there are 4 minus 1, so there are only 3. And those 3 don't seem to be
strong.
Letting... we're not hearing their voices like that. I'm not saying they're not doing anything. I'm just saying we're not hearing their voices like we heard her voice. Now, when they suspended her, they didn't say it's 6 months suspension plus an apology. Or if you don't apologize,
you will not
that 6 months
finish
will
the
not.
suspension.
Okay.
They didn't say that.
Yeah.
So why didn't they? So once the 6 months is up,
allow her
to
resume. Well, as they said,
resume. You can let her in and then give another 6 months on top again.
It's okay.
Well, so
I think yes. Now we want to. Someone can move the motion that Natasha did not apologize to our esteemed Senate President, so we are giving her another 6 months. That's a different thing. Then we will now start fighting that fight again. But
it has elapsed.
It has elapsed.
Yes.
Okay. Remember, the breaking news says they're waiting for the court. The Court of Appeal, and after then we'll know what happens. But we have to go on a commercial break, and we'll be right back shortly.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Want to know what's coming, guys? The free beach ball! I guess I'd better start again. Oh, here we go, everybody. Free beach ball! Yes, guys, there's a free beach ball in every carton of Capri Sun. Get a carton, get a ball. It's time to play some more. Hooray! Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
Generals, we have a crisis. They're everywhere. We have only a few seconds to contain them.
The ultimate weapon, Carex.
kills 1 million+ germs in seconds. Let's deploy. Win the war against germs. Carex kills 1 million+ germs in seconds.
For this area, everybody sabi me. My name na Chukwudi, but people they call me Fearless Chooks. I know they fear everybody. Something happened.
Wetin happen when I see you run inside like this?
Oga landlord, malaria don't catch my wife.
Fearless Chooks dey fear malaria where gets attempt dey. Anytime we malaria show face, now I dey give my people. Wow, malaria will just run.
Boss, I beg, I need cassette.
You mean cassette?
Yes. Oga landlord.
Chooks. Kaga mutane na an samu lafiya.
The show. Kesatem work.
Kesatem, Evano.
Kesatem, a combination of Artemether and lumefantrine. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your medical doctor.
Breaking news. The home is under attack by stains, disease-causing germs, and so much more. An all-out war. But not for long, cause Hypo is here.
Dirty floors and surfaces.
Not on our watch.
Protect every day with Hypo. Dirty and stains no fit do us shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with Hypo. Cleaning every surface, sanitize the home. Shine every corner, enter every corner. Your sitting room, kitchen, even the toilets. For cleaning, Hypo now. No lose guard. Protect your home with Hypo now.
And just like that, the day is saved. Germs always find a way back.
No green. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo go Hypo.
Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish your kids. Milo 3-in-1 is such a smart choice. Milo, energy to go further.
From Nestle.
Thank you for staying with us. So we are discussing the breaking news that the National Assembly management has formally declined Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan's request to resume legislative duties. And we'd like you to join our conversation by calling our numbers. And of course, you can join us via Twitter as well. Drop your comments via Twitter and hashtag TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. YK, we're talking earlier, just before we left, and we're saying that is this about discipline, or do we see this like, as targeting a particular outspoken senator?
How dare you? How dare you speak up? So I think it has been established that the Senate has their disciplinary powers, right? Even the courts established it, that they have a right to go through their committees, put out their punishment however they see fit because they have that jurisdiction, right? But I also think it's wrong to refuse her coming back into the Senate after she has done her 6 months. I think that is too much. That's now showing that this has become vindictive. We are now giving you fire for fire. And because they are lawmakers, I don't think this is the way to go. You mentioned rightly about the rule of law. We make these laws, we have these laws, and we tell ourselves that we want democracy, we want people to obey the laws, and we that make the laws are the first people not to obey, to break those laws. So I think it's very unfair. But I would have thought that by now, if actually they will not allow her come in, that her constituents will rise up to say, what is happening? For over 6 months, we did not have any form of representation, and try to maybe talk about it or even sue the Senate. I think the people have those sort of powers to put the Senate in check. You have taken away our representation for this long. She's about to come back and you are saying you will not let her in. So who is going to represent us? But it seems like the people of Kogi are not bothered about this.
They have tried.
They have tried.
They just broke now. Anyway, it just broke. So let's give them time.
They may decide to rise up, you know, because I believe that because she has a lot of support too.
She does.
I watched that one when she came by helicopter.
Okay, when she,
that protest, the crowd.
Okay.
So she has supporters.
She's a strong woman.
But you know, BC, remember they're in court. So to say it's being vindictive, isn't that taking it a bit too far? Because they are basing it on their being in court, and based on till they get that judgment, nothing can be done.
That judgment is different from the 6 months that they had given her.
Yes.
So she can resume and they continue being in court.
Yes, I get you. But while she was waiting for her 6 months to expire, she went to court. And they countersued her. And so that's where they are. So now they have to wait for the court.
Do they?
Yeah, they don't have to.
Anyway, we'll see what what our callers say. Legal luminaries, please call us. Let's hear what they have. Yes, but Ramatu, I want to ask you: does this really? Sometimes people will say women like to make this about themselves. They think it's because she's a woman. It's just because she didn't show discipline. It was a lack of discipline on her part. Is it really? Do you really see this as a woman issue? Haven't there been men in the Senate who have, for different reasons, gone against the Senate way and have found themselves in hot water in the Senate? Do you think this is really about her being a woman?
Somehow, partly, I'll say yes, because yes, quite all right. She did something that was. Sometimes when I think about the incidents, I'm like, if she had gotten up at that particular point in time when they said she should stand up from the seat, if she had done that, all this issue wouldn't have, all these things wouldn't have happened. But because she has already done that, and everybody, they should be able to pardon her, and she has gone on the suspension and she's back and everything. But then I still feel that women are not. We have supported her, but we have not done enough. And I think we need to do more.
Okay,
because she's not only representing.
Let me hold you on that. Let me take a call. George from Jos. Oh, we lost the call. Sorry, George.
Okay, so she's not only representing her constituents, she's also representing women as well. And she's representing, she's there as a mother, she's there as a sister, she's there as a friend, she's there as, to women. So I think we women, we should sit up as well and see, not just only her constituents trying to sue or trying to ask the government that why are they doing this to their person. We also women, we need to come up and, show her support and love at this particular point in time.
Okay.
Because she has served this suspension, so she needs to be heard. They need to allow her in, just like what Auntie Yeni said. When she goes in, if there's any other thing that they can say, okay, there's another one.
But also, I wanted to ask, if Natasha apologizes, what does that mean for her own political capital? What does that say to her constituents? Would it make her weaker or would it make her stronger? You see, and we always talk about being able to play that political game. Because if you're out, you're not really in there representing your people. So sometimes maybe you've lost. Just play the game so you're in there where you can make an impact for your people.
Can you really make an impact when you? Because I want to give you the example.
Sorry, YK, before you go. Let me take Ola from Abuja. I would like to hear your thoughts. Let me just take his. Ola from Abuja, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to salute your courage, and I want to say you are doing a good job on this program.
Thank you.
One of the most important things is to get the foundation right. You see, if we see this issue as gender issue, then we are missing out of the point. Just like one of your commentators said, we have seen male member of the Senate falling short of the rule of the Senate, and they were heavily punished for it. You see, because you are all seated, you are.
Why can you say?
Yeah, I was going to say, you see this apology that we're all saying. There is one thing about apologizing, and there's another thing about you apologizing and then emasculating you completely. I will give you an example. The River State governor. When they say they have removed everything that is like man inside that man, that's River State governor.
After he apologized.
After he apologized. Because everything that he, I mean, look at the local government elections. When he was about to hold the local government election, what did they say? They said he has to give 90 days. When they were going to hold the local government election, what happened? They didn't even give notice. They just say, oh yeah, everybody are going to start to come out. When they held the election, there were all kinds of shenanigans that we all saw on TV. That we did not know. Everybody has kept quiet. The guy himself, Gongo, has kept quiet. He has been emasculated completely.
Because he apologized?
Because it's part of the apology. Because when he's apologizing, they will say, okay, not that you have apologized. You will do this. And that. Before
we can accept this apology.
We can accept this apology. Like, if you offend me now, you know, now, forgive me. I say, no, I can't forgive you until you do this and do that. That is how the apology works.
Why is teaching people not to apologize? But George,
I'm not saying don't apologize.
Let's take George's number call. George, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Please go ahead. We can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes, please.
Yes, I just want to commend the ladies on the program. Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to commend the ladies on the program. They are really
Thank you, sir.
job.
Thank you.
That Marie, the Senate President, on immunity. Hello?
We can hear you. Just keep going. Just keep talking.
Is the Senate President on immunity?
Is the what? Is the first president?
Yes. The Senate President is on immunity that he cannot be punished.
Okay, on immunity.
So there are laws that guide how they are being treated.
It's not our president. The reason I'm asking, they are no more talking about the sexual assault on the lady.
The courts will handle that, sir.
Eh?
I said the courts are supposed to handle that.
So she made that accusation, and that is being dealt with at the court.
The court the court is handling that.
Yes. This is a whole different matter of how she conducted herself within the premises of the Senate. That's what they're
now. What I was listening to now is that she write an apology letter again. What is that? Apology letter to who? Eh?
Okay. So you
apology letter to who?
Okay.
Hello?
We can hear you. So you don't agree that she should apologize. Thank you so much, Mr. George, for your call.
Yeah.
Yes, we go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
The world needs moms. With a splash of golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty family meals is all that matters. Where there are moms, there is love. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
We don't like to eat better,
more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's
with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
This is not just a round table. This is the Black Table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about the world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women who shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Unafraid.
In my practice, I found that sometimes the woman is saying honey, but you are hearing monkey.
Sports, politics, culture, women, and what it means to be a man in today's world. No scripts, no safe zones, just grown conversations. So pull up a chair if you're built for it. This is the Black Table.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still discussing Senator Natasha and the management of the National Assembly. We were speaking, YK, just before we went on a break, was talking about how giving an apology can make you come across as a weaker person and may affect you politically negatively, right?
I didn't say it can make you, because I feel that if you decide that you are wrong, you should apologize.
Yeah.
I mean, the registrar of Chifoloyede
Jam yes,
apologized, and nobody felt he looked less of a man. In fact, we all hailed him because for you to accept an apology, he didn't even apologize because it wasn't his own particular. It was the criminals inside the system that messed him up. Yeah. But he apologized. Now, so I'm not saying apology is wrong. What I'm saying is, when you apologize under their terms, those terms that sometimes can be suspect. I mean, let me give. I will still go back to River State Governor. I remember when he was doing his show. When he waka like this, that's when he waka.
Bragado.
Bragado. By the time they finished with him, this is how he was walking. His shoulder don't enter. He had changed. He was
they broke him.
He was a broken man.
Hey, Jesus.
That is what my eyes saw.
Power.
That is what my eyes saw. I didn't see anything. I'm not judging him. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying what my eyes saw was a man who had been completely emasculated.
So you're suspecting that if Natasha, apologizes now, they will break her.
Maybe it be like so.
But I was going to say that remember, I think we may also be forgetting, remember that this was about her insisting that she didn't want to change her seat. She made it, at the time, they said she made it seem as if she thought she was being witch hunted or
Victimized.
singled out. But this is something that actually happens quite often, you know, at the Senate. So let's remember that, you know. Then we also have the other side where she feels that because she had accused him of all, you know, sexual harassment and things like that, that maybe that is why they took such a heavy-handed approach towards how she behaved. Now, hearing that.
Yeah, I think that's, they took such a heavy hand, you know, concerning her because of the way she reacted. It was her reaction. So first of all, she flouted the House rules. It was obvious. She was asked to move. I remember when we had that conversation on the table the first time, I said she could have moved first, obeying the law. Then go back later and ask, but why was I moved? Why did I leave? Because the seat you have moved me to, I may not be able to represent as I used to represent in the other seat. So why did I move? What happened? She could have had that conversation, but she decided to take the, is it high road now, low road? I don't know which of the
She took a road.
She took a road, a middle road, and, you know, refused to move, calling out the Senate president and everybody who cared to listen at that point. And when they now insisted, she now went ahead to come up with different allegations. So, you know, you handle people how they present to you. So if she had taken another route, maybe we would have forgotten about this issue, because there were several instances where even Akpabio at the time misbehaved in the house, and then he was called to order, you know, Saraki, during Saraki's time. Yes, and in a few weeks, it was resolved. So it's how you carry.
Weeks. They didn't give her those few weeks.
It's the way she handled it. If you know, there's a way you can escalate an issue. There's a way you can escalate an issue that could have been solved if you had just calmed down a little and be logical about your approach.
We have a call. We have a caller. Glory. Glory is on the line.
Yes. Good morning, my
Good morning,
sister.
Glory.
Good morning.
Yes. Please, let us go off, you know, the box of gender. Natasha's attitude is not feeling remorse at all. You know, what example are we showing to the younger ones? She's not remorse at all. Let us go out of the box of gender. You know, she should be able to apologize at least. Even if your children, you know, I mean, you know, you offended your children, you should be able to say, I'm sorry. With her attitude, she's not remorse at all. So let her go through the law. Thank you.
Thank you, Glory.
Thank you,
so,
I hear that. I hear, because she said, let her go through the law. But what I'm saying is the rule of law is being broken. She has gone through the law. She has done her 6 months. So ideally,
she should be allowed
let her in. Suspend her again when she comes back.
Yes.
This new suspension is because you didn't apologize.
No, YK is because they're in court. Let's put that. But thank you, ladies, for this conversation, because we need to move on to the next trending, hottest topic. The storm around Sujimoto, once hailed as Nigeria's luxury king, is fast turning into a national spectacle. Enugu patriots have branded his recent outburst as nothing but crocodile tears following his grilling by the EFCC over multi-million naira contracts. But the controversy runs deeper. Is Sujimoto being unfairly targeted by political enemies, or is this the reckoning of a businessman who overpromised and underdelivered? Some argue that his flamboyant lifestyle was built on taxpayers' money, while others insist he's a scapegoat in a system where government owes contractors billions, whichever side you stand on today. The saga has exposed the fault lines between luxury, politics, and accountability in Nigeria. What are your thoughts? When the news broke over the weekend, we had heard that he was first declared wanted by EFCC. The video, then he made a video that went viral. A lot of us, actually, I think we have a few people who want to reenact that video here. So they are asking, we're asking, this scandal, will it permanently stain his brand, this brand that he has built? So join us, this conversation. I think it's a very hot topic this morning. You can join us on 020-1635-2013 or 09024-163440. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Ladies.
So
we saw that viral video. There they go. Okay, before that, there's a video. We already have the video on screen.
I'm not a thief.
Let's watch the video. Are we watching the video? Do we need to?
Okay. So, all right, ladies. We had, I think Ramatu wanted to give us the first reenactment. Yes. The drama.
Yeah, so he said, I am not a thief. Please, I need tissue.
Okay.
He said he's not a thief. And meanwhile, they gave him 5.7 billion, but so far he has used 750 million out of it. And then now the government, they're after me. They called EFCC. I'm not a thief now. They gave me the money, but they called EFCC. And now EFCC is questioning me for 10 days. They have been asking me questions, and I've not been able to answer the questions because the money, if you see the classrooms I've built the classrooms. In fact, the students have started school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've started school.
Well, before we go out of what is out of scope. So, Sujimoto, for many people, he's quite known. He's a quite flamboyant, well-known real estate developer, and he's been in the news. We first heard because he was first declared wanted by EFCC, and then we saw this video where he gave us his own side of the story. And the side of the story is that he was supposed to be working for the Enugu state government to build smart schools for them. And the Enugu state government is accusing him of outright fraud. What are your thoughts on this? Please remember that this is a businessman in Nigeria working hard for his money. That's one. What are your thoughts on this?
I only need one.
Who wants to go first? Okay.
Let me go. I only need 1 billion.
Why can't you real estate developer?
I go build government house join.
With the 1 billion.
Only. Why can't only 1 billion? 1 billion what?
It won't be enough.
Cowries.
Naira.
It won't be enough.
Okay, so
why case?
Okay.
I was just going to say, because I watched the video, and I was first of all I was feeling bad because I'd never heard of him. I don't know him. So when I watched the video, I was like, this poor guy. But I was waiting for him to say they didn't give me 5.7 billion. Because he has said it's 5.2. They give him no 5.7.
Okay.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that. If he didn't say that, what did he do with the money? That's my own point. Which kind cry be that? In fact, I've seen that. Adeshin is crying now.
No. We moved on from the tears.
So according to you're asking what he used the money for.
To build.
According to him, it was to build. The Enugu state government had even asked him to build other things outside the schools that they had agreed upon. And when he said, this money that you've given me, I don't think it's going to be enough, they said, don't worry, there are other projects that are coming up and you can make up, from those other projects. So he was quite surprised to now be declared wanted.
Yeah.
BC.
So,
okay, BC, before you give us your opinion, let's go on a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Imagine a country with over 320 plenty languages. Why you go dey only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam sef and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station wey dey unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Wetin Dey with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
Gen Z, you dey chop for this side.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it locked.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make younger?
Proud to Wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
I can always best be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
This is not just a round table. This is the Black Table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about the world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women who shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Money for the job was not going to be enough, which he made clear to the government. And they said, no, don't worry, continue. Even if you don't make money from this one, the next contract, you definitely see money. And then he got the job. And my question is, after he now got, or my contribution, after he now got the job, he started on the job, were there no agencies to monitor what he was doing from the beginning? Because, you know, we sit down here and we say our government has given these people to go and implement so and so, and giving that people to go and do so and so, and there's no monitoring, there's no supervision. And after many years, we hear that, do you know that those people actually chopped money? They ate money. Why? Why were they able to eat money? Because there was no supervision. That job that was given to, what was the timeline that was given to him to complete? Okay, you're going to build so and so number of schools. We're giving you from now to 6 months to be able to complete those schools. At 2 weeks, was there supervision? At 1 month, was there supervision? At 2 months, you should have known that this thing this guy is saying, we cannot complete this, and start shouting at the time before he goes to chop all the money. I also heard from some quarters that this particular guy is notorious for spending money in clubs. Okay. Like he has a very extravagant lifestyle. In fact, Dorime, they cry anytime he enters the club. You know, Dorime na Dorime, carry wine and all those fire drinks and food and all of that. So that he spends money. And people have been suspecting that, are you sure it's not taxpayers' money this man is using to...
He's a businessman, isn't he?
He's a businessman. We don't see, I know, we don't see Dangote Dorime in... Dangote is a businessman. We don't see Otedola Dorime in the clubs. So there's a way you spend...
Everybody has their style.
There's a way you spend money. For contracts you have not even delivered on. You are not spending from your profit. You are spending from seed money that people will question. So when this came out, people say, hey, we've been suspecting this person. You know, but I think government in this case did not do their due diligence. When you give someone a contract, you must follow through. You must supervise. You must be involved. You have certain agencies that you carve out or that are available that will be involved in the supervision. So there's day-to-day report of what's going on. There's week-to-week report. There's month-to-month report. From the first 2 weeks, you already know that the way this guy is going, he will not be able to complete this. They would have been able to nip it quickly. And how did they sign off that amount of money so quick for that project? Though it was 50% that was given, according to they wanted to give him 30. He said 50% would be. So I think this 5.7 or 2 billion is either 50%.
Imagine.
So they've not paid the full. They've not paid the full money, but they should have.
You made a point about government.
The total project is 11 billion.
Okay, 11 billion. So you made a point about government should have kept an eye, and I think that the Enugu State government would have done that, or else they wouldn't have seen what has happened before they even gave him. If we're having this conversation after the full amount had been paid, we'll say the Enugu State government did not pay
attention.
So, and these were supposed to be smart schools, green schools. Maybe he explained to them that it takes a very scientific way to build these schools. So, do you remember the story of the emperor's clothes?
Yes.
Where the emperor, was asked everybody in his town to make him this clothes that he wanted to wear specially, so that when he wears this outfit and he walks around in his empire, he wants to wear the best clothes, and he got different kinds of people. They now realize that what he was looking for was just beyond this world. In the end, anyway, the end of that story is that he walked through his empire naked. But he believed that he was wearing clothes based on what the tailors told him. Like, what you're wearing is this, until a little boy pointed out, the emperor is naked. So I'm saying this, I bring this story because I'm saying that sometimes, because it is what I heard is a very specialized niche project for smart schools, for green schools. And if the government would depend on Mr. Sujimoto telling them how it is supposed to look. So I think that the Enugu State government must have been right in the
Let me interrupt you there. Let me interrupt.
Allegedly, they were not.
He said they told him. I mean, he told them that this is how they do it, like the emperor. Excuse me. Did you go and do your due diligence? The government should have done their due before you give him that kind of money.
Should have done this kind of thing.
Show me the
track record.
Smart school you have built
before.
True. You gave him the contract. You said the cost of the ones that you've been hearing he did in Lagos. Which smart school did he build in Lagos? First, go and ask Lagos.
He's a real estate developer.
I said smart school. You can develop real estate. House. But smart school, which one did he build? What is his track record? What is what are his deliverables?
Does he even understand?
Because it's not small money that you are giving him.
That's true, Ike. So we have a call from Abuja. Ade from Abuja. Good morning, Ade.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Great job about that. All right, thank you very much. This topic is a very powerful one, and I really want to commend you guys for now. You're doing great justice to everything over there. Sister Amy, kudos to you. I like your hairstyle. Looking very nice over there.
Thank you.
Now, yes, if we're looking deep to the way things actually go in Nigeria, peradventure, how government project is being given out and all those things, I think there will also be need to hear from the side of the government and investigate this matter properly. Because sometimes when those projects have been given out, how do they give it out? Government actually have this arm that's supposed to perform that supervision function properly to ascertain that things are being done accordingly. But nothing has been done at the back, because a lot of projects are being.
We lost him. Was making very important points.
So sorry, Mr. Ade. You are good.
Okay, so Go okay, on. The part of supervision, I know that a lot of government, whenever they award contracts, they hardly supervise, because they have a lot of contracts that they will have awarded. So most times they don't. I'm just saying they are supposed to, but most times they don't.
You understand? And we all know
in trust.
Yes. So another thing is this: is that okay? So the business is a businessman.
Yes.
He must have submitted all his credentials and everything, so for them to have awarded him that contract. Now, you now went. They gave you 30%. You came out and you said. Because I know in Nigeria here, most times it's the government that always, the contractor that is always chasing the government to pay.
Yeah.
But you now, the Enugu state government, they've done very well. They gave you 30%. You went back and you said no. 30% will not finish this project. Take it to 50%. And they did. They took it to 50%. So now you have not completed this. You've not done the project. Usually, once you award the contract, you do a contract like the way he did, 11 billion.
Yeah.
The amount that he'll be given is supposed to finish that project. The remaining part of the money is usually your profit and a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, but he said from the beginning that the money will not be enough for that project. But my question is, did the project even get to 50%?
It didn't even get to anything. That's the thing. Okay. So and now you are now in fact he has, for a business person, honestly, he has not done well. But for the government, they have gone. They have broken a bit of record. So I think we should give it to the government. Because most times, governments do not even give that.
I would say that the government
don't pay up to that.
Was doing its due diligence. That was when they found the level of work that was done. As I said, we have had issues where when they come for commissioning, that is when you realize that what you had actually contracted for is not what you're seeing. I think there was a particular incident with former President Obasanjo where he had gone to commission a project, and it was not what he thought he was going to see. It was not of. So he got really upset, and on camera, he called out the contractor. So if government does its due diligence and meets you and finds you halfway through the your job that you haven't done it, then it's okay that they have asked you to refund, not to refund, to ask you what's happening.
Yeah, you see, I don't think you are right about government not doing due diligence, because I remember when my partner was given the contract to build Freedom Park, there was a project manager from the state government. Yeah.
That's how it should be.
He was coming
to see.
He was stationed there, a project manager from the state government. So they should have been a project manager. They gave him money for 20 to build 20 schools. Build 5.
Let's see. Start to complete 5 safe.
That's true. You didn't build any. Then you are crying. Okay. Me too, I want to cry.
Another thing, YK, he's been known to commission and build, what's it called? Real estate, residential buildings. He may also not understand the intricacies of building a smart school. Now, the people supervising, do they understand the intricacies of building a smart school? Or they may come there to supervise, they are seeing block concrete mixing, and they feel that's all there is to it.
And you come to my point, which is the emperor's clothes. But we'll go on a short break and we will review this matter in depth.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Imagine a country with over 320 plenty languages. Why you go dey only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language wey dey unite everybody from oga to even madam sef and every person wey dey for street. That's na why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station wey dey unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Wetin Dey with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere. So Bobo.
You dey chop for this.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
How do I holla?
Now here we dey settle all the matter. Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable,
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still discussing Mr. Sujimoto's ordeal. You were saying, BC.
Yes. So, I think at this point, people need to start being held accountable. I like the fact that he has been invited to come and explain what happened, and we would like to see how he deployed the money that he collected. We like to see how many, because one of the things he said is the fact that when he got the job, price of cement was a certain amount, and then the price has moved up, So I would also like to know if it's only cement that was required for, those schools, because I know that it's not just cement, there are blocks, there are going to be infrastructure that will be, it's a smart school. Do you know what a smart school is? You have your teleprompters, you have your, what's it called? The foundation to the linted is the list of the issue in a smart school. Is that building an ordinary house? So you just get there, but the infrastructure is what makes it a smart school. But we are still seeing the level of steel, cement and block, and so much money has gone down. And that's why I still insist, if there was proper supervision, he would have taken that. At least he would have finished the building. He would have finished the building. Then we're now waiting for, okay, which infrastructures are you bringing into the classrooms? What are you setting up? What sort of technology, AI are you bringing in to the classroom? That is where we'll be right now. But because there was no proper supervision from the beginning, how many months does it take you to lift a foundation? I built houses and I know. Lift foundation. See, once there's money, you see that thing in 2 months from the ground to linted.
But have you built greenhouses, green schools?
No. What makes it a smart school is the technology you now bring in. Not the building, not the foundation, not the mixing of concrete, cement and block and roof. That's not what makes the smart school. Is the infrastructure you now bring in. You're not bringing in different kinds of doors. You're not bringing in what to...
But that money, I don't believe, say, go anyway.
So it never even reach... What I want to say, hold on. It never even reach linted. They never even cover one. Say, we don't complete them. Now we want to start bringing infrastructure. So meaning that it was not properly supervised for the houses. I saw the thing, took it to still be at this level.
He has not done anything. Anyway, we have a call. Jacob on the line. Good morning, Jacob.
Yeah, good morning, Miriam. Good morning, Ramota, and then Sister Carol. Good morning, ma.
Carol.
Quick one. I think, can I still talk about Natasha before I come to this very particular topic?
Please go ahead. Sure.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, Miriam, Natasha did not do well at all. You see, when you are going to National Assembly, you have to have something at back of your mind. Number one thing you should take to that very particular assembly is wisdom. Wisdom. Because the issue is this, you are not representing yourself. You represented the whole constituencies. Suspend you from that National Assembly, it did not mean that they suspend only you. They suspend the entire constituency. And then what are they demand from you, Miriam, for God's sake? Even husband and wife, we hurt each other. At the end of the day, I will say, my dear, I'm sorry. You say, my dear, oh, sweet, I'm sorry. And then everything will go down there. But you know that we want to take a lot of you from that National Assembly. Come on, I'm sorry to the whole assembly, not individual person here. If you are not okay because they say I should say I'm sorry, that means that they are saying directly I should say sorry to the Senate president. No, capital no, because you were claiming initially that you have iron-cast evidence against this man. I stand to be correct anyway, but Morayo, I'm sorry.
You'll be fine.
The issue is this. You claim to have iron-cast evidence in your hand. Since that time, have you ever seen on social media Natasha bring out these evidences? No, nowhere to be found.
It's in court, yeah.
Now,
she's waiting for court.
You said sorry, you said no. Now, coming to this very particular topic now, Miriam, you see, both the government and the so-called contractor and as Sister Yeni rightly said earlier, somebody claimed that he has done something in Lagos State. Have you ever come to Lagos State to do your verification that truly this guy did something? No, you did not come, and then you give that kind of amount of money, and then the man has came in out now, he's crying. EFCC should do the needful, and then they should send the man back to where he's supposed to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Yakub. You know what's making me surprised? Let me tell you, Waki, what's making me surprised is that this is Nigeria. And running a business in Nigeria is difficult, it's hard.
We know.
And I was expecting sympathy for this man. So let's talk about the culture of the way contracts are done in our country.
Before you expect sympathy, can I just say something?
Okay.
Please, if they release him, and that thing that he does, what does he say he does?
Dorime.
Allegedly does. I should come and do it at the shrine. So that we benefit. We lie down on the floor so he can step on us. Somebody will carry him. Dorime money. Continue, sorry.
Well, you know, the culture of the way our contracts are done in this country, we have heard the stories too many times. They give us a contract, they give us a certain amount of money. The money, by the time the money is left, after I have had to give a different, grease a few hands, the money that is left is not enough for the project. There's so many contractors that have told us this over and over again. So why don't we see that this may be what has happened to this man that has been caught in the web of government contract and how it plays out?
He's not the first person to do contracts in the country. There are people.
But you should have said it.
Exactly. I'm going there. He's not the first person to carry out contracts. There are people who have collected contracts. We know that some things leave some places, but they are still able to execute the contracts, right? So when you're pitching for that kind of thing, while you're pitching, you add up more of your buffers, because you know that from those buffers you'll be able to drop one or two things, and that's the culture of our Nigerian contracts. Fine. Now that maybe he did not put enough buffer, and they have now said you've spent our money, as he's explaining to EFCC, you should tell them more. This one collected this one, and I hope he has evidence for all the things that he collected. Of course. Exactly. That's how. Yes, that's how we're going to be able to solve that problem. But for the government to be able to drag him like this, they may not have collected, or may not have collected what they were supposed to collect. Yeah. So for them to drag him publicly like this, that means he actually spent the money, because we should have seen with that amount of money, how much will they collect that you cannot build? Raise the building up first now. Let's not find the smart later. Do you understand? It's a structure. Raise your structure up first. They're okay. You people have collected the money I'm supposed to use to add the smartness into it. We'll now start looking for where the money will come for smartness. But no structure. I did not see any form of structure, and money just disappeared.
Some
they're not looking
like
standard.
Some are like
they're not standard.
Okay, but to be fair,
maybe he
in the
needs
video,
extra time.
Yes.
Maybe there's extra time for him. Maybe he needs extra time. Maybe they gave him 2 weeks or how many months?
Ramatu, he mentioned that from the very beginning the money was not enough.
Yes, he did.
He mentioned that, and they said, "Don't worry, just go ahead." He also mentioned that he was not the first person that they had contacted, you know, but it seemed like he was the only one that was willing to do it with the meager resources that they had. It was actually, the amount may seem like a whole lot, but he was actually working with very little. And there are also some quarters where, you know, while trying to do this project, he met with some sort of hostility from the communities in that area. So these are some of the these are some of the issues and challenges that contractors face in our country. And for me, I feel that this should be, you know, a time where we talk about the ease of doing business. People who are deciding to, we are going to build this country, we'll build our business in this country, and then they get caught up in bureaucracies like this or issues like that. The first thing we do is to drag them off to EFCC, and then Nigerians come and they are laughing at him crying. He was vulnerable. People did not see his vulnerability. A businessman of that caliber comes on social media and is quite vulnerable. Why can't
I didn't believe the cry.
Why didn't we believe the cry?
In fact, you should be his lawyer.
It didn't sound.
If his lawyer is not telling them
you know why
this,
people are laughing. You know why? Let me tell you why people are laughing at, because they've seen his past lifestyle and again his past records. They've said that in the past he has not delivered and all. So they believe that he's been given the money and he didn't execute that contract. He didn't deliver.
Me, I don't want to judge him because I don't know him.
I don't know him.
I've never even heard of him in this matter.
But, you know, there's another thing. The way that the lifestyle that he's had over the years, would that be an issue? Because many Nigerians, we don't like to see big people flex their money.
So if you have, you know, because we are some of these comments. So
please,
comments
please, if we have
hilarious.
comments, please, let's read them. Let's read them. Let's go ahead.
Let me.
Mine is not down.
Okay. They said Brick House Capital. They better go and find his side chicks who he paid for their BBL and Dubai trips, because now they are the money they.
Hey, God.
Akani Taiwo says, only a scammer will come online and be crying. If he's bold enough, he should have gone to court to challenge his integrity. Men don't cry easily. One.
Why do you think it was easy for
him? No. Men, wait now, calm down. It's generalization, but it's still generalization that we know that men don't cry easily. And even when they want to cry, they wouldn't cry publicly like that. I've seen men, wait now, we used to beg men to cry safe. I've seen men who cry in their closets when the thing is really hurting them. But to come publicly to cry is strange. That's one. Two. They put a lot of allegations on your head. You're not coming with facts and data to say, so at so and so time, this was what I paid for, these are the receipts, at so and so time, this is what I did, this is who I sent money to. You're not giving us data, you're not giving us receipts. You're just coming to work our sentiments to the fact that maybe government is trying to victimize you and all of that. And that is wrong. For people who are logical, looking through that video like, but Oga, you have not said anything. You just came to cry here. Should we be crying with you? Come and give us facts and figures. This is it. This is how it came. This is what I've been able to do. This is how much I've been able to spend. There should be track record. Did they pay the cement factory with cash? No. They transferred money. Show us those evidence. I'm sure his lawyers may be putting those papers together to prove the case in EFCC. But coming out to do that cry, I don't think he even scattered the case because many Nigerians were upset. Okay, this is your cry. No, when we started investigating the tears, the way it was going, the way the mouth was opening. You know, you just gave us things to look.
Coach BC, I have some.
Coach BC, and I know how painful this can be.
I have some question for Coach BC when we come back from this short break. Let's go on a short break.
We're going on a short break. I wanted to read Akoni.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
Guys, food is ready.
Suitable for jollof rice, stew, spaghetti, and yam porridge. Cook to impress.
You know
know that sometimes seeing is believing, and that you prefer to see what you buy before you pay. If this is you, you can pick up any of your items at a Jumia pickup station near you and then pay. Download the Jumia app today. Jumia, joy delivered.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point oh.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer.
Na money point oga. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as Sure Banker. Progress na small wind wey dey carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. Mo go buy ball.
Victor, even you dey use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money Point, made for your progress.
Thank you for staying with us. We're having quite a fiery conversation here. Mr. Sujimoto's vulnerability seems to be questioned. People have called it crocodile tears, and for me, I know this. We're talking about fraud here, but you know, it also now begs the question of how we want our men to express themselves. Hajia Ramatu.
Don't defeat my man. So don't do that in public. Don't do that. Okay. Come with facts.
Ramatu, what does this mean for the Sujimoto brand? That he came out, he spoke. We understand the EFCC. If he goes to court and he's able to vindicate himself, he's vindicated. But does being vulnerable, does it now not help his brand?
I can't say him being vulnerable is not good. It's okay because it's possible that he's the type that can
easily cry.
Yes, he's the type that easily cry and express himself. You know. So, but yeah, he needs to do a lot to make sure that his brand doesn't go down, because as it is right now, it has affected. It's going to affect his business. Like now with all these things, now if I want to do business with him, I don't think I want to do business with him.
YK has some comments. Thank you.
Yes, so I have Oladidi said, when you hear Sujimoto, you expect to see a Japanese man until you see the Lagos boy. When your parents named him Shijubomi. This Bisi says, I knew
Sujimoto sounds very futuristic.
How will you cope without calling Morayo's name? Brickhouse Capital. BC, you are looking so beautiful this morning. I am not toasting you. You're married woman.
How does that comment?
It's glowing this morning. I love it.
Thank you.
House of BC.
Mr. Yakub, bans aside, they are also disrespectful, sir. She cannot put the evidence on social media because it's a court matter. Meg Jacob, Natasha should apologize for what? If I may ask, apologies my foot. Akpabio should remember power comes, power go. So many people were there before him.
Yeah, Hafsa says, BC, he must have listened to his mentors that advised him to bring his cry out of the closet to online to get public sympathy. And Lola says, I believe the crying is a distraction too. Isn't that what the education minister did during that YX saga? No, but that was different. That one was different. The cry was different. He cried because he felt sabotaged. He felt like they had put in all the work and he had evidence. So they had done everything within their power, and only for some miscreants to not pay attention to the things that's. But that's totally different. This one, I'm not saying men should not cry, but as the tears are dropping, reel out the numbers. That shows us that you know what you're doing. You're not lying. You're not distracting us. That's just what we want. But don't just come and open mouth.
Sakore Michael, sorry, is there a call?
No, just go on.
Sakore Michael says, Auntie Yenny want to chop Dore money. Okay, go on.
Let me take Adi Baptiste. He says, Natasha was the one who took the issue to court, so allowed the legal conclusion of the matter. Usually when a matter is in court, you may stay off until the matter is settled. You are not even meant to discuss the matter or join the issue. And he says the only way is for the people to petition or submit an amendment to the rules of House to stipulate that Senate can no longer suspend its colleagues due to representation, as it is their electoral mandate, but be denied salary for. So you are in the House to perform your legislative duties, but you won't receive rewards for the period. Secondly, the only option for her is to agree to settle out of court, where otherwise she would wait for the legal conclusion of the matter.
Hey,
okay, so Ghania,
things can take a
so
long
Ghania said,
time.
fun fact, I know someone that was at work with him, that was to work with him in 2022, and the person declined. Then I have Nadi, that's my little daughter. Good morning, mommy. Hi, mommy. And the house is not like, Nadia, are you in the wrong chat group? She's my little baby girl supporting me from home school. I don't know where she's watching from. And somebody, Titi lawyer said, BC is very correct. The man didn't even put in the effort. If he wants to defend himself, he should come with facts and evidences to back up his claims and not come online to cry.
Nigeria.
Everybody's just talking about the crime.
The man did a social media post. EFCC, he'll be giving them facts and figures. Ladies, thank you for today's conversation. We have come to the end of another show.
Can I read one?
Is there another one?
Brick House Capital it says, if he has sense, he should have completed one fully and use it for an example of what the rest would look like. Now it is looking shameful.
Wisdom.
So anyway, for me, this conversation is about how we award contracts, how we carry it out. And really, we should question ourselves. If they drop 5.2 billion on your table, what will you do with it?
I go do the work.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.